Hello guys, it's me in Japan.
Hey, like she said, this is Matt in Japan. My daughter making a cameo there. Anyways, yeah, today super happy. This just came in the mail about an hour ago, and I didn't think I'd be seeing this figure over here. But this is the Netflix Transformers War for Cybertron version of Mirage, and he is a Decepticon this time. And I don't usually double dip with figures. I shouldn't say that, I do, but this is a special one for me. All of the other Netflix figures don't really have that much difference between them and the original Siege figures. So, but this one especially, the paint and the fact that he's a Decepticon, it called out to me, and so I was very happy to get this guy. I didn't think I'd be seeing these, like I said, over here in Japan. I did pay a bit of a premium on Amazon, but I was more than happy to pay that for this figure. So, yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging. So a little bit different packaging than we saw in the Siege line. Same shape of box, but just different colors and things like that. So, first and foremost, there he is. Decepticon Mirage. From the Netflix series, and I'm gonna be really interested in how this plays out. I'm not sure, in what order he was an Autobot and what order he was a Decepticon and all that. But yeah, should be very interesting. Anyways, yeah. So standard packaging. You do have the little Netflix original series thing there. Takara. This is part of the Generations line Transformers. You see Decepticon Mirage. And it is still part of the War for Cybertron. And I love the little sort of paint specks down here at the bottom. You get an all white box, basically with black and red. And here you have a really cool image of Mirage. I mean, I never knew Mirage could be this menacing looking. But you see there with the really pink eyes and the Decepticon logo there. Yeah, I'm super happy about this. Standard fare. You got the product info on the bottom. And again, a little bit different than the Siege. We see the Netflix original series here with some Autobots, Chromia and Sideswipe, with some other details there with the arc shooting up. Really cool image there, done all in mostly black and gray. And on the back, you see Decepticon Mirage. And he is the exact same mold, transforms in 19 steps, just different paint apps. But what they did with him it's really special. I really like it a lot. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get this guy out and see what he's all about. Okay, so here we have War for Cybertron, Decepticon Mirage out of the packaging. And I just wanted to show off a couple things. One is the backdrop he comes with, so I'll just take this off real quick. And it's at the really cool kind of spray paint Decepticon logo there, with that same sort of image on the side of the box of him. And that's about it for the insert. One other thing it does come with is these little pieces that you can piece together. Each figure comes with one, and I think it makes Teletran 1 if you piece them all together. But I've seen other reviewers review these, and yeah, having this in hand, it's a really flimsy. I wouldn't even say it's cardboard. It's just it's cardstock basically. I mean, I know they're probably trying to keep it low cost and everything, but this is really flimsy. So I'm not sure how that's gonna. I'd be really curious to see how this looks once it's all put together. Anyways, let's take that away and look at the man of the hour here. So yeah, up close and personal, we have Decepticon Mirage, and he is awesome. Just getting him out of the box. There are a few differences. I'll bring in the Siege Mirage here in a bit to compare. But yeah, he looks really cool. Let's take off his accessories actually. Let's take that shoulder cannon off. And let's take his gun off, and we will compare those in a sec. But getting up close on the head sculpt, there's some really beautiful purple paint on the helmet there, and that nice yellow eyes and the sort of steel gray, very cold looking face there. Other than that, you do get, other than, the difference in colors, Going down on his chest, you do get that sort of weathered look here where it's kind of sprayed. And I just like how it's not symmetrical. It's just, it looks very random the way they did it. You get the nice big purple Decepticon logo there. Not much on the arms. You get a little bit here, right in through here. On the side panels here, you do get that sort of blackened sort of, I don't know what you want to call it. I guess for lack of a better term, kind of battle damage or sort of explosion damage there. And you do see that on both sides here. And again, just the paint itself, the paint job, they did an excellent job of doing that. Going down, you do, again, you can see in on his torso here in the front of the car, you do get a little bit more effects there. And a tiny little bit on the waist part here. You can see just kind of little splotches there. It definitely comes off nicer than the Siege battle effects did. And going down the legs, again, you have that sort of the really nice uneven just, look here, and then you get that big black splotch there. And the gray they use here, the colors, the sort of powder blue with that dark purple and that steel gray. Really nice, really nice. Again, I know I always talk about aesthetics, but to me, this is just, the color scheme on this is just excellent. Very nice. From the back, he's not too pretty to look at. I'm not going to spend hardly any time on that. So bringing in Siege. Let me take Siege Mirage's weapons off, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison with him. So there they are. Again, exact same mold, different paint, but I mean, what a difference. I mean, some of these Netflix figures, again, there's slight differences, like Hound, like I really don't see the difference with him. Slightly green, like lighter green they used or something, or Chromia even. Sideswipe maybe is a little bit different looking, but I think out of all the figures, this has the most difference. I mean, it's like literally night and day. So just getting them up close, just comparing the heads there. The yellow painted eyes is just really very effective for his Decepticon counterpart here. So yeah, really cool, really cool. And for the actual weapons, so this is Siege Mirage's weapon, the shoulder cannon. So you do get the black plastic here with the gray. Also, his gun is this is Siege Mirage's gun, which is the same exact thing. But on the Netflix series, they casted it. I think it's just all gray plastic. Sorry. So yeah, I kind of would have liked a little bit of difference. Again, it's, having seen this and then going to this is kind of like, I kind of wish they had done a little bit more with the shoulder cannon. I don't know. I might just sneak Mirages and put him on there because I really think that looks a lot better. And maybe just give Mirage the gray, since there is more of this color gray on him. It kind of matches, and this with the black maybe goes a little bit better. So we'll do a little switcheroony there. And as far as their other guns, they are exactly the same. There's a slight difference. Mirage Siege is a little bit more gray, whereas the Netflix is a little bit sort of silver, has a little bit of silver tint to it. Again, not sure. Maybe I don't know, I might switch those two, but so yeah, slight differences in the accessories. So we'll take this guy away and leave him like that. And just another quick comparison for another Decepticon. This is Siege Barricade. And they scale pretty well together. Just having another Decepticon in there. And what else do I got here? Yeah, I don't have anything else in robot mode. But speaking of, let's get this guy changed into vehicle mode, and we'll do the comparisons between the vehicles. Okay, so here we have Decepticon Mirage in the vehicle mode, and I'll take a quick look at how that looks. And you can see a lot of this from the robot mode, but just kind of going over it again. On the spoiler here, you do get some of that black splotchy battle damage, explosion damage, whatever you want to call it, on the fin there. And again, because of where the legs transform to, you get that sort of splotchy sort of gunmetal gray with the purple there. Going down here on the front of the car, you do get the fade from that gunmetal gray into the sort of the powder blue. One thing I do wish, which was on the Siege figure, I kind of wish there was a big fat Decepticon symbol right there, as the Autobot one has. I think that would have just, I don't know, that would have set it off, because there's no real Decepticon logo in the vehicle mode except on the back here. But that's sort of, I don't know, it's kind of hidden there. So I think it would have been nice if they had put a Tampergraph Decepticon logo right there, to kind of make it a little bit more cohesive. But that being said, really nice. It's got that similar paint, a little bit darker paint on the rims here. And yeah, not much else. But yeah, just the color scheme and the paint job and the little the blackened splotches there of the battle damage looks really cool. So bringing in that Siege figure. So this is what I was kind of talking about, having just, you know, because we had that big Autobot symbol there, what kind of would have been nice to have a big purple Decepticon logo there. But anyways, so yeah, there they are side by side. And one thing right off the bat you notice is the clear plastic blue on the Siege version. They did away with that. I don't know, maybe it is clear still, they just painted it over. Doesn't really, can't really tell. It could just be plastic. It could just be the molded plastic. I didn't really mind it on the Mirage figure. I kind of understand why they did it, because, you know, he is a Mirage and his name is Mirage and he does the holographic stuff, and it's kind of suits the character. But on the Netflix version, I don't think that would have worked so well. So I'm glad that they did just paint that with purple. But there they are, comparison side by side. You have the Netflix and the original, and they both roll. You know, again, there's no difference in structure. Although the joints on this one feel a little bit tighter, so I don't see much in sort of mold degradation just after 2 uses. So, but yeah, there they are side by side. Again, like I said, I'm very happy getting this. But yeah, I don't usually double dip with my figures, and but this one is just, I had to have this one. I just think it looks really cool. I'm just gonna take Mirage out of there. I just think he looks really cool. That paint job and just the kind of dark look he has is just really cool. I never thought I would see a figure with Mirage as a Decepticon. But anyways, if you guys can pick up this figure, I think, like I said, out of all the Netflix figures, this one has the most kind of personality, and the color scheme is different. And I love transforming this mold. It's really fun. I like the transformation. It's really neat. And so I was happy to get this again and transform him. And yeah, I think he's a really cool figure. And of course, you can arm him up here. So let's just arm him up before we roll out here. So yeah, there is War for Cybertron Netflix Decepticon Mirage. This has been Matt in Japan. Hope you are all well, and thanks for watching.